going on, everyone? Today we're putting up fruit trees, follow on from the bare root trees, and why this is the perfect time of year to be doing it. So stick around. If you caught our last video where we were planting up the bare root trees, this is going to be very similar. Pot size, 30 litres. The soil mix is the same, but I will leave a link in the card. This one is Cherry Sunburst that we're going to start with. While I'm doing that, I just want to start talking to you about the 5 reasons why now is really a great time to start getting some fruit trees planted, to get your own backyard orchard kicked off, or even expanded like we are here. Now, the first advantage is the pure availability of trees this time of year. A lot of fruit tree growers will be digging out their first and second year trees and healing them, so the availability of bare root trees is enormous at the moment, as well as end of season stock. So 3 out of 4 of these trees you see now were actually a discount, so I got 3 trees for the price of 2 essentially. So that's our first real important, well, our first massive benefit to getting fruit trees at this time of year. As I'm wrestling these massive roots back through the pot, it's the perfect time for us to talk about the second advantage of grabbing trees this time of year. So, if you're planting trees this time of year, all of the energy should be taken out of the leaves and be back in the root system. And they won't really be going to sleep just yet in the roots. You can see these massive roots which I've had to wrestle out of the pot, and that's going to be a really good established root in the pot by next year as it makes itself comfortable. You'll also notice I'm actually removing some of the tighter ties so that I don't start throttling the tree. So we're talking about root development. Roots are going to do so well this time of year. Everything is focusing on roots. Building off the last reason, number 3 is really the less stress we're dealing with, the bigger and better your fruit is and your fruit trees are going to perform. So planting now will allow the roots to establish, as we mentioned before, but that stress means bigger roots leading to bigger fruits. And at the end of the day, having a nice harvest of fruit is a return on investment everybody is looking to get to sooner rather than later. You don't want to be watching me plant all day. Let's speed this up a little bit. The next one is the Cherry Stella. If you're enjoying the content so far, please do give us a like, and if you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe button too. It all helps, so thank you before and thank you after. Back into the action. Number 4, better, easier watering. And this is for some of us who tend to forget new plants need a little extra care and attention. So at this time of year, it's going to be a lot less harsh conditions, less extremities, less extreme dry, extreme wets, and it just means that our maintenance of plants is far, far easier at this time of year. And we are working with nature, so working at this time of year is when roots want to develop. And number 5, planning ahead. It's easy to get gardening blues this time of year. So one of the best ways to overcome that is to start thinking what's going to be going in the garden next year. And bare root trees and potted fruit trees are going to be a safe bet. Nice development that's going to get you a head start so you can get your fruit sooner. And I think everybody's heard the old saying, if you want to grow fruit, you should have planted the tree 5 years ago. So there is no time like the present. So I want to take the time to thank you now for giving me some of your time. And we will see you all very soon. And thank you for watching our fruit orchard grow.